Hello guys, I am Sajed S. Pormalejo, and today I am going to teach you how to get the angle between two curves. But first, I am going to discuss the principle of this topic. Angle between two curves is to determine the angle at which two curves intersect at a given point. This concept is based on the tangent lines of the curves at the point of intersection. The angle between the curves is defined as the angle between the respective tangent lines at that point. And how are we going to get the angle? I have listed 3 steps on how to get the angle between the two curves. First, step 1, intersection. The two curves are going to intersect, and we are going to get the intersection points. In step 2, slope, we are going to get the slopes of the two curves using the first derivative and using the points of intersection in step 1. In step 3, we are going to use the formula above, this one. So I will give you an example. So here's my example. We have two curves and y is equal to x cubed plus x minus 216, and the other equation is y equals x. So remember, the step 1 is in the intersection. We are going to equate these two equations. So how are we going to equate? Since y equals x, it will be x cubed plus x minus 216 equals x. Since y is equal, since y is equal to x, and the next step, we are going to get here the value of x. So x cubed, this x, we are going to transfer it on the other side. So it's what's gonna happen is x cubed minus 216 equals x. From positive, it will change to negative. So this portion here will cancel. It will be 0. So x cubed minus 216 equals 0. And again, we are going to transfer this to the other side. And x cubed equals, again, when you transfer a integer to the other side, to the opposite side, it will become from negative to positive and positive to negative. So this one will become positive 216. And to get the x values, we are going to cube root these two, and this will cancel. X equals cube root of 216 is 6. So since x is 6, y is also 6. So the point of intersections here are, let's say, x and y. X is 6 and y is also 6. Since we are done with step 1, we are going to step 2. In step 2, we are going to get the slopes of the two y's or two curves. You know, the first curve is x cubed plus x minus 216. Okay, I forgot the y. So y prime is equals 3x squared plus 1, and this 216, because it is constant, it will become 0, and y prime is equals 3 x. What is the value of our x? It is 6, so 6 squared plus 1. 3 times x minus 36 times 3 plus 1 equals, it is 109. So this is the slope of our first curve. I will say this is the M2. This is the slope. This is the M2. So the other curve is y equals x, and y prime is derivative of x is just 1. So we are done. Oh, I forgot, this is M1. So we are done with step 2. Let's go to step 3. So our step 3 is use the formula. Our formula for that is tangent theta, what's the absolute value of M2 minus M1 all over 1 plus M2 times M1. So what is our M2? Absolute value of M2, 109 minus M1 is 1 all over 1 plus 109 multiplied by 1 is just 109 absolute value. So our tangent theta is, let me just get my calculator. So it is 54 over 55, but that is not our angle. To get our angle, we should arctan (54, 55). So that we will get the angle in degrees. So let me just get my calculator. Arctan 54 over 55 is, so our angle is 44.47 degrees, and this is our final answer. And our second example is, wait, I'm just gonna here, and sorry if my hand is shaking because I don't have a stand. The second example is y equals x cubed plus x squared minus 8 and y equals 2x. So again, what is our first step? First step is we get the intersection points. So x cubed plus x squared minus 8 equals y. Y here is equals to x, and we are done. And the next step is we are going to transfer 2x to the left side. So it will be x cubed plus x squared minus 2x. Why minus 2x? Because here is positive and we will transfer it to the left side. We'll cross the equation equals this. If we will cross, the sign will change. So that's why negative 2x minus 8 equals 0. In here we are going to use in my calculator is Casio FX 570, so I'm going to use mode 54 and to get the x value, and the x is 2. So when the x is 2, what is y? So we are going to use x to get the value of y. So here y equals 2. What is the value of our x? Equals 2. So 2, y is equals to 4. That is our first step. The points are 2 and 4. And we are done with the first step. We are going to the second step, the slopes of the two equations. So in step 1, the first curve is y equals x cubed plus x squared minus 8, and we are going to derive y prime was 3x squared plus 2x minus 0, but we will not put 0 because it is nothing. And our y prime is equals 3. What is the value of our x? 3x is 2 squared plus 2, and the slope of our first curve is 4. Yes, 12 plus 4, or 16. Am I right? Oh, sorry. This is the slope of our first curve. So the second is y equals 2x. So y prime is equals to 2. Therefore 2 is the slope of our second. So I am going to use 16 as our m2 and 2 as our m1. So again, we are done with step 2. So here, third step, sorry for my penmanship, guys. We are going to use the formula, which is tangent theta is equals to absolute value of m2 minus m1 all over 1 plus m2 multiplied by m1. So tangent theta is equals to, so the value of m2 is 16 minus 2 all over 1 plus 16 multiplied by 2 is 32. Wait, I am just gonna use my calculator. Was 14 over 33. This we can't simplify because it is the simplest form of the fraction. So the last step is to get the angle. We have to input to the calculator arctan, inverse of tangent. 14 over 33. So I mean the angle of our two curves between x cubed plus x squared minus 8 and y is equal to 2x, the angle of it is shift tan at tan 14 over 33 equals to 22.99. Actually it is 22.9887168, but I just round off to the second decimal, so that's why 22.99. So this is our final answer. This is our angle, and 22.99 is below 90 degrees, therefore it is a acute angle. Well, I hope you learned something from my discussion. Thank you everyone.